men's 80, 1500 metres. Mike Kiely, gold medalist in the 800 metres, an Irish record earlier in the week. Mike's going here, it's not his favourite distance, but we still expect him a medal. He's there in fourth. Canadian's gone out well in the lead. He's gone really quick. Not sure whether he can hold this pace. Now Mike is just moving into second. He's not going to let him go too far. So we'll see how this unfolded. Mike should be in the medals here. And we'll have to wait and see. Has this Canadian gone out too early? It's very early to take on this pace over 7 laps for 1500 metres. There's the Canadian. There's a gap back to 3 of them. Mike in second there. So he has a clear run to follow him.
This is Jean-Louis Perez of Canada leading the field.
Perez of Canada.
Michael Kiely of Ireland. Ake Johnson of Sweden.
Michael has been busy all week. He's had at least 2 interviews every morning for the whole week. Sometimes up at 4 or 5 a.m. to take interviews for radio, Cork Radio, RTE, radio stations, newspapers. So it's been a really busy week. But now the Canadian is slowing down, and Mike then is going to be right on his shoulder. So the Canadian, I think, made a burst, and he's really slowed up dramatically off that top bend. And Mike will sit in behind him now. He just sit nicely. I would expect Mike to sit there maybe until 1 or 2 laps to go. I don't see him pushing the pace. I don't think he needs it, because I think that kick in the 800 metres went viral. He had a brilliant last lap. He sat in on the 800 and he kicked for home at 150 metres out, and he decimated the field, and it's become viral. I think there was one stage on some of the apps there was 2,000, 3,000 likes on it. It's got an enormous coverage for M80. I'll say he's been in the radio all week talking about his training and talking about his performance here. That is extraordinary. We see these guys at 80 years of age running 1500 metres. Mike ran 3:09 I think for the 800 metres, which was a new Irish record. That's some going for 3:09 to 80. He's won numerous Irish titles, other European and world titles before, but I don't think anything equals that 800 metres. So we'll see what he can do here. I still think he could have a possibility of gold here. The pace is slowed dramatically. The Canadian made that big burst in the second lap, but it's telling on him now when he looks to be struggling, and Mike looks quite comfortable. And you have Spain there in third, and I think it's Sweden in 4. So 3:20.
Ireland, Emilio Della Camara of Corona of Spain.
Corona of Spain there.
Johnson of Sweden.
Johnson of Sweden in 4th. So it's Corona of Spain in 3rd. Johnson and
Ireland, Spain, and
Canada in the lead, but I don't think he's going to stay there for maybe too much longer. I think the 3 guys behind just looks a little bit stronger. And I say he made a mad burst there, and that's going to tell on him as the race unfolds. It's one thing being able to hold that pace and keep it going, but he didn't. Now he's still in the lead, but that pace is a lot slower, and Mike is just sitting in nicely. He'll just sit in there for maybe 2 or 3 more laps. Well, there's 3 laps to go, so maybe 1 more lap. They're lapping some runners here, so there's a bit of traffic. Mike will stay out there to the trouble and stay clear. So there's four there for 3 medals, and I think at this pace I think Mike will have a kick in the last lap. When they come round, it'll be 2 laps to go of this 200 metre track here in Gainesville, Florida. The key is, can Michael do a double here? It's a good possibility he can do a double. I think he's looking very comfortable in this race, and he's just sitting and biding his time, and he probably won't go until 1 lap to go, or maybe 150 metres, unless somebody else makes a move. And if they do, he'll cover it. He ran the heats the 400 this morning, but he jogged them. He didn't take it competitively because
there's going to be some battling going on here. We have 400 meters remaining in this race.
So there's the Hispania gone, and Michael has gone with him. I knew there was going to be a move, so Michael just reacted that straight away, and they've opened up a big gap. So it's down now to gold and silver. Can Michael hold on here with a lap and a half to go? I think Michael will have a kick. I don't think the Spaniard has a kick. So Michael will sit there, and I think you'll see him taking over the pace. Maybe at the bell, maybe after it. I could be wrong, but it could be another gold medal here.
Louis Perez of Canada, Michael Kiely of Ireland.
So Spain 1, Ireland 2. It looked like Sweden in 3, but third is a long way back now. So Michael sitting there nicely with 1 lap to go. They're getting the bell now. The Spaniard is kicking again a bit there. He's trying to open a gap, but there's no gap open.
Ireland now looking to close that gap.
So the gap is still minimal. Michael is sitting waiting. I think Michael could make a go on the middle back straight here, or coming into the bend. Can he hold on?
Right.
No, it's still tough. The Spaniard is really pushing the pace here.
Staying close.
So maybe he's going to wait until the finish is straight. I still think he has a bit of a finish left. And there goes Michael Kiely. Oh, here he goes. A kick for goal. There goes Michael. He's kicked for goals. It's goal for Ireland, and he's away and clear. Oh, that's going to make another great gold medal for Michael Kiely. Oh, great gold medal, 6:50. Oh, here comes the Spaniard. Oh, he had nothing left when Michael kicked. That was the same kick he had in the 800, but he was even more decisive there in that 1500 metres. When he kicked, there was no answer from the Spanish. And then coming back down here is a Swedish scout runner in third, 7:10. But Michael was gold. They're saying here Michael is looking for the Blarney Stone. Michael doesn't need the Blarney Stone. He lives in Cork. He lives beside the Blarney Stone. He grew up beside the Blarney Stone, and a great man with history. As I've been talking to him all week, so no bother for Michael with a bit of Blarney. But he has 2 gold there. So on top of the Blarney Stone, he's got 2 world gold medals. Oh, that's a fantastic goal for Michael. I'm not sure about the time. It's not a new Irish record, but the Spanish athlete had no answer to him there. Getting congratulations from the crowd. 80 double goal for Michael here. It's been some week for him here in Gainesville in Florida, the World Masters Championship. So that's been a great week, and congratulations to Michael for another brilliant gold medal, double gold here. Great finish.